All right, so welcome to part 3 of, yeah, we're going to cover the throat chakra now. All right, you guys. Thank you for being present and just vibing and flowing. I like to talk. Yes, I will talk all motherfucking day if I have something worthy to talk about. I don't do small talk. If we gonna talk, it better be about something worth talking about. And if it's some small motherfucking talk, you can talk about me all day behind my back and say, she talked too much. But honey, it's about the quality of the conversation, not the quantity of the conversation. Okay? If your conversation is not uplifting you, boo boo, ain't got shit to do with me. All right, so you beautiful souls, for the throat boundary. All right. Give me a second. I have this thought. It just occurred to me. Mystery. There should be no reason that it seems like there's always something unsaid with somebody. Now you're gonna notice with master, and so on and so forth manipulators, they will always seem as if they're getting straight to the point with you, but you'll always feel as if, I want to know more. I need to know more. They'll come off like some gurus and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have the people who have took on this particular persona. They'll call people like me, oh, they're fake. I'm telling all they motherfucking secrets right now, bitch. So you gonna notice when you are speaking to people who are trying to erode your chakra boundaries, they are definitely going to there's gonna be an air of mystery, but because you are very heightened energetically, they're going to basically try to speak the same talk and lingo. But here's where it gets very confusing, because you got people who just be like, I wouldn't say such and such around such and such because such and such doesn't understand the level of connection that we are. And I do have discernment about how I say certain things about certain people at certain times. So this right here is to build a bond with you. This is like saying, oh shit, you understand. I've been misunderstood for a long ass time. Not understanding that this is like a contract of solidarity. Unity and solidarity, where you're feeling isolated. Because what this does, it makes you feel isolated long term. You start to think and go off what this person says, nobody's going to understand us anyway. And you start to attract it. All the while, the same person who is doing that bullshit is basically teaming people up against you, using your vulnerabilities. So it's like they get to know you, get you comfortable, wine and dine you. And then when you're like, yeah, so this is an unhealed wound of mine, I just want to share it with you. Maybe you can give me a new perspective, because you feel like, yo, we both on some spiritual type shit, right? Yes, the game. Work it, player. Work it. So what you don't like, you feel comfortable, and this is where the other boundaries are already off. You done got too much pleasure. You're like, it's okay for me to overindulge. Just wants to know, overindulgence leads to death. All right, let's be 100 about it. Being complacent and overindulgence is death. Life is that sweet spot. So this person, all the while you feeling comfortable and you starting to notice something off, but you thinking, well, you're having a spiritual awakening and I'm having a spiritual awakening, and I don't want to make you feel as if I'm judging you or monitoring you, because I know what it's like to have toxic people around me who have done that. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you're taking time to do your own shadow work, and that you're taking time to just be balanced when you come with me. Now, you have to pay attention that as your higher consciousness is expanding through different aspects of yourself that's unlocking due to, you know, overindulgence, and this is your intuition saying, hey, we got to get back up here. But you're not listening to your intuition because you're starting to basically give yourself to the person heart chakra wise. So you're not able to make clear-cut decisions. This is why a lot of people like to attach to empaths' heart chakras, right? The person will be like, you so understanding. And they will start abandoning you so that you can have a trauma bond connected to like a relationship where you constantly felt as if you were missing something. You weren't doing something right. Also, where you're going to be juggling belief systems where it's like, you know, I should do this, I should do that, I should do this, I should do that, but this is what my heart wants me to do. And the person, individuals are going to go above and beyond to make sure you always give into distractions that is from your higher self. So when I interpret the Four of Pentacles, I feel as if it's like you're starting to understand stability, of how to get stability. But with this Five of Cups being here, what I'm picking up here is this is where your stability is connected to consistently emotionally regulating, and other aspects of yourself is getting off balance because you're consistently emotionally regulating. You're starting to abandon things that you need to maintain your balance. So while you're actively maintaining balance in other areas are going off, and this is where these people will come in and attack you. So it'll be like, well, you know, I did my very best, but wasn't taken care of. You should have been focusing on this. Okay, I get that, but I'm doing my best. And they'll do everything to make you feel shame and guilt, as if you purposely chose to fall off kilter, but the whole time it was a whole group of people doing everything they could to make sure you stay off balance. Okay? So this is where the confusion comes in, and when you start speaking, you sound very unsure of yourself. And the more you sound unsure of yourself, this is when the crazy calling is going to increase at a rapid rate. Okay? This is when, while you're going to be so tired and your health is going down the motherfucking drain because it's off balance. And this is important to know. This is where a whole bunch of stuff is going to get set up for you. I remember I started getting myself together. I wasn't aware none of this was happening. My ex and his family stole my car keys so I would not be able to have finances. Because they knew I had planned on leaving, because I knew their son was planning on killing me. And then taking my child from me. So basically, I have been isolated to the point where I had a whole bunch of people talking about me, mad, nasty shit. If I had went, missing, wouldn't nobody know except the Green family of Raleigh, North Carolina. William Oscar Green Jr. and William Green and his mother, Aurelia Green, they planned and plotted on my death. They was getting so tired of me. They was just like, they had orchestrated something to happen a different way, but it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to right in the beginning. So they got desperate, and they was going to cover their son's tracks up so that he could kill me. However, I escaped with my daughter at the right time, and this threw everything off plan. So this is important because I feel like I'm sharing this story with some of you guys. Some of you guys have children, and you have people who are trying to get you separated from your children, and you know that you can prevent it, but you're a little bit afraid because you're like, okay, if your situation got that dire, then mine will get that dire. No, honey, fuck no. You guys are going to be able to get out of it before me. Basically, mine is a dire situation because it got completely out of hand. It got so out of hand that to cover up their tracks that they decided to kill me. Okay? You don't have to get it to that point. Okay? So the boundaries that need to be set with the throat chakra, I'm trying to is to take off the rose-colored glasses and see what's really being said and done, and to accept that when you speak truth, there's going to be a lot of narcissistic tactics to basically have you doubt yourself and have you go with the illusion that they've painted. But this is where, as you maintain balance with all the other chakras, when you speak, the narcissist will be like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. It's like the Pharisees, you know, when Jesus would speak truth and he was so confident about it, the Pharisees hated his ass, but what they was doing was closely copying him, like, oh shit, we about to copy his swag, and then we gonna use his swag against him, right? So what they'll do is, like, you right, all the while, because they don't want to look as if they're the ones planning and plotting and sending chaos your way, they'll send other ignorant people your way, hoping to get you to lower your energy so that when they come around, they'll be copying your swag and you'll be feeling nervous and shit like that. And then they'll be able to, you know, be like, hey, you all right? And this, you can expect this to happen after karmics try to get close to you and you reject them. You flat out reject them. You know, walking past them, not giving them no attention. So this is where you are going to be required to basically maintain your confidence. And to really maintain your confidence, not faking it, you have to make sure all those lower level chakras are balanced. That is it for this one, all right?